Welcome, welcome, welcome to our Elisa Lam Cecil Hotel special. This is actually a surprise episode. I didn't know I was going to do an episode today. And then I remembered that the Elisa Lam Cecil Hotel special is being released today, or was released today on Netflix, February 10th. And I thought it would be appropriate to re-release our past Elisa Lam Cecil Hotel special. I think it's from like 2017. It was near the tail end of my time in LA, which was kind of shaky, emotionally, mentally. Yes, it was time of transition. Yeah. So what we're about to hear is myself, my ex Michelle Lane, and my mom driving to the Cecil Hotel and other stuff in the episode, and you'll see. And we wanted to check it out for ourselves. Today, also, I will watch the Netflix special. Thank God. That will give me something to do for 4 hours. It is a 4-part special. Hallelujah. And yeah, like I said, I maybe do a follow-up. I'm not sure yet. We'll see what happens. And then at the end of the episode, to play us out,
I don't know what that means.
in honor of Valentine's Day, at the end of the episode, to play us out is my song titled Valentine's Day. I don't know if I'll put out another episode before Valentine's Day, so I guess this is our Valentine's Day episode, the Elisa Lam Cecil Hotel revisit. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Okay, to get us in that mood, 2017, Los Angeles, picture it. We were all crying to Coldplay, and I don't know. I really don't remember. Blocked most of my life out, actually, come to think of it. Okay, let's go. Downtown Los Angeles, 2017.
It's recorded.
Okay. Mom, what do you think the mystery of Elisa Lam is all about?
I think Elisa Lam was some girl that got murdered in this hotel that we're going to see, and she's got a ghost that walks around this hotel, and it's because a lot of the serial killers, a lot of the serial killers stayed at this hotel, so it's creepy and got a ghost in it.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's what y'all told me.
Well, we didn't tell you anything, Mom.
That's the impression. This is way back before we even talked about going over there.
Because we're obsessed with Elisa Lam. Okay, Mom, here's a picture of Elisa Lam. What do you think about her?
She's like a nice young lady. Is she a murderer? Is she the one that murdered people?
No. Okay. So, one of the parts, we'll just jump in, I guess, but one of the most strangest parts of this Elisa Lam mystery is the elevator video footage. On February 14th, Valentine's Day, LAPD released this video. This is the last known video.
Yeah, they were still looking for her.
They were still looking for Elisa Lam. And
this
was
local. And they
local.
released this to the community to try to get everybody...
to help.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so here's the video, Mom. There's no noise.
That's her.
That's Elisa, Mom.
Yeah. She's pushing all the buttons.
Oh, is that what she did? I wonder.
Watch her. Did you see that?
She looked under the door. It's like she's hiding from somebody or something. It's like she hears something or something. She's waiting to see what it is. Ah, finally, the elevator door is closed.
But where was she? Why didn't they close before?
That's so weird.
So, Ma, after viewing the Elisa Lam elevator footage, what are some of your thoughts?
I think it's a malfunction in the elevator.
Look, it's on another floor again.
I don't think
But what do
there's
you think
any conspiracy. I think it's just.
But where's Elisa?
Well,
She
where did
probably
she go?
wouldn't-
She went missing after that.
She went up
Mom doesn't know anything about it, so.
She went up on the stairs, or was going to use the stairs instead of the elevator because it wouldn't work.
So that's what you think is there just an elevator malfunction?
All of it.
That's it. That's the last, but we're going to tell you
What
more.
were just seeing right there.
That
That's
wasn't.
just the
that
Cecil
was-
Hotel. That's
No.
inside.
Well, anyway, I think she got out of the elevator, was going to take the stairs because she pushed all the buttons and the elevator wouldn't work.
Right.
And so she just got in the stairs and somebody killed her
It's a good theory.
on the stairwell.
I
What
love
was
it.
she doing with her hands? It was weird. Did you see how she was doing
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah. So like she was talking to somebody or something.
Maybe
And it might have been
explaining that the
somebody
elevator
in the
wasn't working.
hallway that she was talking to that was off camera and that you couldn't see.
Yeah.
Possibly.
We'll talk
Someone
about-
that knows.
We'll do a theories thing at the end.
Okay.
I mean, this is Mom's. I have mine too.
Yeah. Mhm.
It's a good theory. Strong.
See, I have no conspiracy theories, just that the elevator wouldn't work. That's it. Plain and simple.
Right.
And it worked.
you
I
think
got
maybe
stuck
it's-
in an elevator one time. And
How long?
eventually it worked. I was in there maybe a half an hour.
Jeez,
That's
that's
scary.
scary.
And I called the, it was just me and an editor at the paper,
Was it a boy or girl?
boy.
Were you guys
And,
into each other?
And no, I hated him.
Okay, so we are headed to downtown Los Angeles to the Cecil Hotel, which was changed to Stay on Main, which we were going to get a room at for this episode because we love this case, but they're now closed. So basically, they were just like over it. So
Yeah.
here's the deal. So she checks into the Cecil Hotel
In L.A.
in LA, which is where we're going to, Mom. Can you believe it? and- And there's been a lot of horrible things that happen at the Cecil Hotel.
Yes.
You're right that the what was his name? The
Richard Ramirez.
Richard Ramirez.
Yeah,
He
Richard
stayed there,
Ramirez.
and he lived there on the top floor during his time as a serial killer. Oops! Oh my God! This person. Oh, but there's someone behind us.
Blow
Okay.
your horn.
Yeah. Oh my God.
They have a camera. They have a camera.
She's got.
Well, they're gonna hit us, and then I'm gonna hit her.
She's got a camera.
Okay.
I guess she wanted to turn there and change.
Boy. You're right, though. She does have a camera. She's going, shut up, I got a camera. Like what I say when people honk at me. Okay, but yeah, horrible things have happened. Let's see. On January 1940, teacher Dorothy something, 45,
Spell it.
in Sceiger. She was 45 years old, ingested poison while staying at the Cecil.
She
Ingested poison while staying at the Cecil. It was reported by the Los Angeles Times to be a near death. No further reports, okay. On October 22nd, 1954, San Francisco stationery firm employee Helen Gurney, 55, jumped from the window of her 7th floor room and landed on top of Cecil's marquee. Oh my God. 1 week prior, she had registered at the hotel under the name Margaret Brown. Mom, do you know what Margaret Brown is from? Oh, no, that's Molly Brown. Wait, no. Unsinkable Molly Brown? Did you think that too?
No.
Okay.
We're not Margaret around.
Okay, anyways, so basically, I'm not going to go through the whole list. Okay, this
All
is
right,
from
so
Wikipedia.
someone committed suicide, and when they jumped, they landed on a pedestrian.
They landed on- and
and
they killed him,
the
too.
pedestrian, a 65-year-old man.
I mean,
that was
Mom,
just
this is
walking.
just...
Did they kill themselves?
Yes,
Yeah, they jumped out. They jumped out to kill
Here, I'll tell you
themselves.
exactly who it was. Here, let's see.
I feel like this.
Okay, here we
hotel
go.
has bad
On
air
October
conditioning.
12th, 1962, Pauline Auden, 27, jumped from the window in her 9th floor room after an argument with her estranged husband, Dewey. Never marry a man named Dewey, first of all. Dewey had left the room prior to Auden's suicide. A likely story.
Right.
Auden landed on a pedestrian. George Giannini, Giannini, 65, killing them both instantly. As there were no witnesses, police initially thought Auden and Gianni committed suicide together. Right. However, it was soon determined that Gianni had his hands in his pockets at the time of his death, and he was still wearing shoes. Had he jumped, his shoes would have likely fallen off during the fall upon
Right.
impact.
Oh my God.
He would have been knocked out of his shoes, just like Gage, the little boy in Pet Sematary movie. That always freaked me out, that he got knocked out of his shoes. Okay. Anyways,
That
where
is
were we?
freaky.
Elisa Lam. So basically what we're telling you, Ma, is the hotel is a bad, evil vortex of evil. We are en route to the Cecil Hotel, which was changed to the Stay on Main, which we were gonna get a room at, but they closed its doors. Because I think because of all the bad publicity, and then plus American Horror Story kind of did a whole thing loosely based on the Cecil, I think they were like, to hell with it.
Yeah.
And just close the doors.
I don't know why. They could have made bank, from people wanting to stay there because of all the...
Yeah, but it would have been exploiting people who have passed on.
Right. That's true.
Okay.
It may be even haunted, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the energy there is going to be...
It's bad.
Very bad. And
who knows what that
drifted
site
around.
was, 1,000 years ago.
Do you have any way of finding out?
Okay. So here's...
I mean,
we're
where
going
you
to
work
start...
used to be a psychiatric hospital, right? Where you work.
Yeah. Supposedly. Okay. So Ma, Elisa Lam was 21 years old, and she was from Vancouver, Canada. And she wanted to do something called a West Coast tour, where she went to the San Diego Zoo, she went to LA, and she was going to go to Santa Cruz, which is known for marijuana.
Santa Cruz?
Yeah, Santa Cruz is like where all the stoners go to like hang out on the beach. It's pretty nice. So during this time of her West Coast tour, she had been in touch with her family. She had been texting and calling and all these things.
How was she traveling? By car, by train, by bus?
By Mommy. It's funny that you asked that. It was by, like the movie with John Candy, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Mm-hmm. She went by Amtrak, by bus, and
Plane, probably.
I think that was it.
Also, the last day she was seen was January 31st. She was in the bookstore near the Cecil, and the person said that she was very happy, outgoing, excited about her travels, and she was buying books, but she didn't want to buy... She was buying books for her loved ones, but she didn't want to buy a book that was too heavy for her to carry while she was traveling. And that was the last day she was seen.
And Mom, she was... Elisa Lam was diagnosed bipolar with depression. And I don't know if you know... Do you know anything about bipolar, Mommy?
I know you're up one minute and manic the next.
Yeah.
Up and down.
Yep. Up is mania whenever it's like... Blah, 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 and then
so happy,
the crash
everything's great.
is low. Mm-hmm. So I always found the wording of the person in the bookstore intriguing. They said she was very happy and upbeat.
Right.
So I'm wondering, is that manic or was she just...
She was diagnosed with bipolar, right? She was a bipolar?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
she was medicated.
So, yeah.
Did she have medicine for the bipolar?
She did, Mom, and it was found in her system in the autopsy.
And then maybe she
was
got
on her
super
medication.
depressed or something. She might have had that extreme high and then maybe
I just
fallen
think
into
somebody kidnapped her, knocked her over the head, maybe killed her, buried her in one of these dumpsters or something.
Someone might have it might have been an employee there. They might have stopped the elevator from working to make her go down the stairs. We're going to
talk about that in the theories section at the end.
I wonder if there's any cameras in the stairwells. Is there?
Let's just stick to the facts of what we know.
What did you say, Michelle?
I wondered if there were any CCTV cameras in the hallway.
No.
In the hallway of the stairwell.
There's only supposedly 2 video footages. One is the one that we just saw.
Right.
But they also showed a hallway.
Mom, that was just how
that
YouTube
was someone
skips
who
to
was
the next
walking
video.
through the hotel.
Yeah. YouTube skips to the next video.
To show us what it looks like in there.
Yeah. So the video, there's only 2 videos of her supposedly. One was that one we just saw in the elevator. But then I read an article where there might be one with her with 2 males. But I've never seen it, and that could have been propaganda by a hotel. I mean, who knows? But anyways, so like I said, she had lost touch with her parents and her family, and so she was reported missing on January 31st, 2013.
So she could have been missing before the 31st, but nobody just reported it?
Yeah, because
Right.
like me and you, Mom.
No,
like,
because she was seen last on January 31st, so she definitely didn't go missing until that day.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So, anyway, so then February 14th, they released the video, and blah, blah, blah.
The video was what we just saw?
Yeah,
Yes.
so February 14th. That's 2 weeks. she's
And
missing
Mom,
now.
because we were local, we were following this case closely,
Yeah,
and we were
we
like,
wanted to know
oh
what's
my
going on.
God.
So
this
this
video-
happened since y'all have been here?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
it was the
yeah.
first
Mom,
year.
we drove
I
by
did-
the I mean,
lived
we were
here for
into
a year
it.
at the time.
Yeah,
when
we
she
were
went
into it.
missing.
Okay, Mom. So here's where the story turns. This is
Yeah.
where I think you're going to be like, oh.
But you got to give me my next step and direction, so I know what to
Oh,
be ready for.
Yeah,
Are you on
not
the
too many-
I-10?
Just don't have too many things going on at one time.
Okay, are you on the I-10 East?
Yeah.
You're going to go 7 miles,
Okay.
and then you're going to exit
Perfect.
Interstate 110 South towards San Pedro.
Is that to the right or left?
I don't know.
All right.
Okie dokie. So, Mom, during the search for Elisa Lam, guests at the hotel began complaining about low water pressure. Some later claimed their water was colored black and had an unusual taste. On the morning of February 19th, Lam's body was found in one of the 4 1,000-gallon tanks providing water to guest rooms, a kitchen, and a coffee shop. The tank was drained and cut open since its maintenance hatch was too small to accommodate equipment needed to remove
Well,
her
that's
body.
definitely foul play. Somebody killed her. It
Right.
could be somebody that worked there. It could be another guest.
Oh, and the guests that were experiencing that and drank that water, they sued the hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
I don't know how that suit ended, but Elisa Lam's parents also sued the hotel, and their suit was dropped in 2015. They either settled out of court or whatever.
And I believe, maybe the employees go up on that roof to smoke cigarettes.
That's what I told you. I said there is not a building in LA where employees don't go to the top and smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
All those roof things are unplugged.
Because I don't want to go
unlocked.
outside near Skid Row.
They're all
and
unlocked. I guarantee you they all have access to that roof, for sure. And even we watched a video after the Elisa Lam thing, and the guy, he wanted to see how the Cecil was, and he walked right on the roof.
smoke. Yeah.
But
That's right.
Mom, also her body was absent of blood, but that isn't uncommon with
Decomposing in water.
bodies.
But also, were any drugs found in her system?
No.
When they did a toxicology report?
Well, you
No.
said her medicine was.
Her
How long-
her medication was, but there wasn't drugs. But also, there could have been. I mean, I used to work with people who did drugs, and there was a drug test that we would give people years ago. And there's so many drugs that these tests don't test for. They don't test for shrooms. They don't test for
Someone might have drugged her.
bath salts, acid.
Somebody-
Pushing of the buttons.
Yeah,
pushing all the
somebody might have
buttons.
given her
She could have
acid or
been.
something.
She could have had a tab of acid in her thing. Ecstasy. I mean, a lot
Someone
of
might
these
have dosed
tests
her.
don't even test for ecstasy.
Well, because she was so decomposed, they couldn't tell how she had been murdered or how.
Exactly,
Right.
Mom. There was the cause of death officially on her report was drowning.
No. I don't-
Yes,
But I'm saying I don't believe it.
right.
Right. She may have been strangled to death. Who knows?
If she was in such a good mood at the bookstore.
Yeah. And I mean, if somebody dosed her and got her to get on the stairwell somehow, and then got her up on the roof somehow, maybe they had a gun to her or a knife.
Yeah.
I've heard
She
all these
was
theories.
very vulnerable, perhaps. I feel like it could have been an employee that knows the cameras, knows the
That's
system
what I
there.
said from the very
Or
beginning.
somebody
Yeah.
like Richard Jimenez.
Or maybe the people she
Yeah.
was booked
So are we
I
just
didn't
gonna...
know that they assigned you to stay with somebody else at this hotel.
No, you can either have a shared room. It's like a hostel.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
she had gotten a shared room
Yes.
in the beginning, and her roommates
Said she was acting bizarre.
yeah, saying bizarre behavior. So maybe she took herself off her meds. You know, if
Her
they
meds
said
were
she
found in her
was-
system.
Okay. Well then, what do you think it is?
That's why it's a
How was she
mystery.
acting bizarre?
Okay, if we're in the theory section, I'm going to drop the 2 theories that I have on Elisa Lam. And this is my final 2 theories.
Okay.
Theory number 1, which is most plausible. I believe it was someone who worked at the hotel, either security or someone who, janitor, whatever, just anyone who worked at the hotel. They knew exactly the angles of the cameras. They've been playing game, you know, finding these...
or even someone who
there could be a
stayed
sex trafficking ring that was ran out of the Cecil for all we know.
Yeah.
And picking up on, you know... But anyways, so I feel that it was, you know, someone who worked at the hotel who knew every camera angle, who
I
knew
agree.
the lay of the land of the hotel, that felt as comfortable there as they
Or
did
someone
home. They
who
could live there. Totally.
Who was living there?
Totally.
Or staying there all the time.
Totally. And
You
they
have to be
found
employed.
Eliza, and, you know, women, you know, I've heard a man say one time, you'll never believe how far women will go to not be rude. And whenever and that blew me away. And whenever I hear of a missing young woman like this, I always think of that man saying that. You know, was he picking up on her and she didn't want to be rude? Was she, you know, I don't know.
We don't know what's bizarre behavior.
Was she dosed? Was she whatever? And then she's trying to get away, and the guy, also security, knew how to hold the elevator. There's an elevator pull stop in our elevator in our apartment building. If I didn't live there, I may not know that pull stop, what it does.
Right, and I'd be trying to get the elevator to work. But how come the elevator started working? Nobody went in there? And
Because maybe there's a
Well,
wire on
it
the
was,
wall.
maybe there's one
it was,
outside.
just
Yeah.
waiting. She had pushed all the buttons, and then it finally activated and was going up and down.
Could be
And
just
it
an
may
old
be
elevator.
just on another floor, another guest was holding up, packing and unpacking the elevator, maybe.
Cheryl has another
Yeah.
theory, though. It's really interesting.
Well, here's my other theory. She was heavy on the internet and had her blog and this and that. And there's something Mom called the elevator game. And it's something that people do on the internet. It's kind of like an urban legend, you know, like don't go parking or you're going to get killed. It's kind of like one of those, like, oh my God, like those stories you heard in high school. Like, I knew this guy who did a whole sheet of acid. He was running and in the rain, and the whole sheet of acid went in his thing, and now he thinks he's an orange in a mental institution. You know, it's one of those stupid stories that keeps going and going. But anyways, she was like really into that kind of stuff. And I feel like maybe she wanted, so it's either that she was murdered, or I feel that she wanted to commit suicide, Mommy, but she
No.
wanted to become this, wanted to maybe pretend to do because the elevator game, Mom, the end of it is that you disappear to a different dimension. I feel like maybe if she wasn't murdered, if it was suicide, she wanted to become this kind of internet mystery and become who she has become because she was into things like this. You know, she
What
was
year did this happen?
2013.
So 5 years ago.
Yeah,
January 31st.
January 31st.
31.
Yeah, she would already have
13.
been seen by somebody.
No, no, but I'm just saying she wanted to commit suicide and become like this internet mystery. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, what do you think
Yeah.
What do
about
you
that
think,
theory?
No, I think somebody murdered her.
Yeah, so those are my 2
I
theories.
agree with Ma.
Somebody who worked in the hotel who's been playing this game with people and somehow got out of control with
I don't
her.
think it's a game at all. I think it's just somebody that...
And you don't think it's her committing suicide, making it look like this internet mystery that will live on throughout
No.
time?
Not if you believe the things that happened prior to her disappearing. No.
So you
Right.
think she was murdered?
So her
Yeah.
being like very happy that day. She'd been calling her family every day.
Yeah, I think she's all right.
That doesn't mean anything, though,
I think
with
so.
suicide. I don't think so.
You don't call your family every day when you're, unless you, No, when you're about to, I don't think so.
I don't think you could ever say anything.
Right, I don't
certain
know what
about
you would do,
suicide.
right? But I just don't think she would have bought books or talked about traveling and saying this
Right.
book might be too heavy. You know,
Yeah.
she got help from that person.
Maybe she was intoxicated. People do things they wouldn't normally do when they're intoxicated. Maybe she was depressed. Maybe she said to hell with it. Maybe she got maybe she got raped here. Maybe a guy said, "Oh no,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
just
want you."
don't think it's a big mysterious deal like that. I think it's just she was flat murdered by somebody, and it could have been a guest or an employee.
I agree with you, Ma.
I agree with that, and that it could have been a suicide, and she wanted to go down in internet history.
There was another deal kind of like that. That this woman was a patient in the hospital, and I think it took place in Florida, and and she had showed psycho actions. You know, she just wasn't. They had her on the psychiatric floor,
Yeah,
but she wasn't.
troubled.
Yeah,
She was like,
and she didn't have bands tied in the bed or straitjacket, nothing like that. And so something happened at the hospital. I can't remember. Anyway, they had to evacuate the hospital, and so when they were doing the checklist,
I-10 south towards San Pedro. Get over to your right.
okay.
Sorry, Mom.
when they went over the checklist and all, they had not found her. She wasn't one of the. They had all of the patients out, but except for her. So they go back to her room and she's not there. And so they looked all over for her and couldn't find her. So like 4 or 5 days later, they found her in the stairwell, and it wasn't on her floor. It was on some other, like 10th floor
Mom,
away from.
Now I remember that case.
And
Yes.
she was in the stairwell, and she was physically in. She hadn't started decomposing or anything like that. It's like, where's she been? Because
Sex slave.
she should have been. Well, she was like 50. You know, she was an older person.
God, that's
And,
very scary.
And
We should cover that.
They never did find out how she got to the stairwell, because whatever was
Staff.
wrong with her too, the psycho end of it, she also was not good physically. She couldn't have made it there by herself.
Right.
But none of the employees, they didn't know anything about her. They don't know how she got there.
Nobody knows nothing.
Ignorance is bliss, yeah. And
So we're getting on the I-10 south towards San Pedro, and we're seeing downtown LA on our left, Mommy. What do you think of downtown LA on our left?
oh,
So
yeah.
my directions say to get on Grand. Is that what you're saying?
Yep, totally. Grand takes you right through.
To the convention center and then
Yep.
Main Street.
Yep. Well, we're going to be 3 blocks away from Skid Row, Mommy.
And we were on Broadway. Was the
One
name of
time,
the street.
when I first moved out to LA, a friend of mine and a couple friends of mine we were like, oh, let's go see Skid Row. You know, like, it's just so, you know, we just come to LA. We didn't know anything. We didn't
There's
think.
a lot of missing people. on
And we
Skid
just
Row.
wanted to see Skid Row. And Mom, we got pulled over by a cop. And the cop goes, what in the hell are y'all doing over here? And we go, oh, well, we just wanted to see Skid Row. And he goes, well, get in the car and don't stop at any stoplights. Just keep going and get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
We're like, whoa, what? Like, don't stop at stoplights. Gosh. This is, 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Bob Hope Patriotic Hall.
Patriotic Hall. Oh, Bob Hope Patriotic Hall.
Look at that graffiti, Mom.
We should do an episode on that. Not.
Don't run, the police will shoot you in the back.
Mom's getting used to city life. She sees that person running.
That's what I thought when you went to get
Yeah.
that beer at the motel.
just
and they
never
don't
know.
Oh,
run,
get
so
shot in
they
the
shoot you
back.
behind.
Do you want to smoke
There's
a cigarette?
Deja Vu. There's a
Yeah.
strip club.
Yeah.
Well, let's get to the Cecil first.
You know you're
Yeah.
in a bad area when there's rundown strip clubs.
Our favorite strip club is Jumbo's Clown Room in Hollywood.
Yeah.
At 3 o'clock on Sunday. We'll have to go there before we leave LA in 10 months. Here's Main Street. Are you going to take a left?
Yeah.
And then we go 1.1 miles, and then it's on, I don't know.
Okay.
The Fashion District. Oh my God, let's buy cloth.
This is
No.
part of.
This is
the
part
homeless
of.
people.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
the
it's just a
people
couple
go?
blocks off of the Skid Row.
Oh, look at that. Wonder what that
Jeez.
building is.
What is that?
That looks like the one in Rain Man.
Oh my God. Mom, that does look like the thing in Rain Man. When at the end, whenever Rain Man goes away.
Maybe
Yeah.
it is.
That's the station.
Well, that's a nice surprise.
And Tom Cruise is like, I love my brother. And Raymond's like, yeah, bye. And he's watching his TV going, okay.
Kmart sucks.
Yeah. And Raymond couldn't care less. I love that about Raymond. Like the biggest moment of his life is happening and he's watching
He's
his
just like, bye.
DVD.
Look, there's Olympic. We can take Olympic all the way home.
Wow.
All right, so
Here we go.
Where
It's
is
coming
it?
up.
It's coming up.
Oh my
Is
God,
it on
Hotel
right
Cecil.
now?
Look, I see it.
There it is.
Low monthly, weekly
So we
rates.
need to get you some value.
Oh, Mommy, I'm just
Look,
getting
there's
excited.
a there's a ghetto bird up there. Right
Oh my
above
God,
it.
LAPD. Okay, hey, pull over, okay? And
Look at all these people.
let's here, pull over, park behind this car, so we can smoke and we can look at that sign. Ooh, it's so freaky. I
This
can't
is,
believe it.
I don't think I can
We can park here
here.
because we have Mom's handicap sign.
It's a white
You know, we can park
passenger
anywhere.
loading on.
We can park on top of that
Let's get.
entrance to the door with that handicap sign. Look at the sign, y'all. Hotel Cecil.
So that's the roof that her body was
Ew,
found
God
on.
bless
Which
her
one
heart.
now?
Here, Mom, let's get out. Come on, get your
There's
cigarette.
a hotel, bar, and restaurant.
Get your
close
cigarette, Mom. Let's go. Let's look. We are downtown LA. We are at 8th Street and Main Street. And we have a killer view of Hotel Cecil. Low daily, weekly rates, 700 rooms. Here we are. LAPD is actually hovering over it. But they hover over everything. What? Check it out. What do you think, Mom, when you see that? Now, see, oh my God, we can see the water tanks.
You can?
Okay, Ma,
I
see
can.
Hotel
Oh, yeah, I
Cecil?
can.
Look at the very roof, and then look right to the right of the L.
You
That's
see
the
the water
water
tanks.
tanks.
Mhm.
Oh my God, I got the chills. It's so freaky. What do you think, Ma?
Well, I think we should drop in there and get closer.
It's pretty freaky. I mean, when you look at the, LAPD is hovering right over it. But, like, when you look at it and you actually see the water tanks with your own eyes, and the fact they still have that sign up, it sure brings it on home that some serious shit went down there. Here we go. Cecil.
All right, here we come. 7th Street,
District.
Main. 7th and
Look,
Main.
Mommy, there's
And
the
there's a sign to find
Hotel
us.
Look at how run down it looks.
Man, look at it.
Oh,
I
can
can't
I-
believe people have jumped
can I
from
park
that.
here?
Yeah, perfect. Yes.
What's this 5-minute loading though?
That's for whenever you're checking into the hotel and you need to get your bags and stuff, so it's just loading. I can't believe we're right in front of the Cecil, you guys. I mean, Richard Ramirez used to
Well,
live
if it's
here.
closed, there's no passenger
So
loading. anyway.
scary.
Hold on, we're gonna walk up
Look
to
at
the
that
door.
front area. All couriers, please knock on door. We are open for deliveries. Let's pretend to be a courier.
I have your bread here, sir. Whoa, look. Okay, you guys, we are standing I'm right at the front door of the Cecil. I'm looking up. Man, it's a long fall, okay? And Richard Ramirez supposedly lived on the top floor. So I guess that's it about Elisa Lam.